Stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
36.
Here's Breeze to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 33-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's coming. Double up. Wait. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 17, Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Winston. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
49-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the...
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give to Kamara running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Switch. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
0-2. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Over.
First down, Saints.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, 21. Here we go. Smooth. I'm going to run you over.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and is on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check 45. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. Left side, Doyle with it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down.
Ready. Yellow lady. My cartoon. They're not ready for this, man. 11. Y'all playing. Hey, easy. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Hey, exit. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Back near his own goal line, Winston. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's caught by Howard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Mike. Ready? Flag 25 behind. Watch screen, triple team.
Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. There's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Breeze now, and that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's got Jack Doyle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Again, it's Breeze.
He's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Breeze will try again on second down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now Breeze again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Ready. Blue lady.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 12, Winston shakes off the sack. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Breeze to throw. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Winston. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Put him on the butt. Still kill. Here we go. Here we go. Easy. Opposite. Check Mike. 50.
Now Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
53. Right there.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play action. Breeze. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Looking deep downfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
You can't block me. Check 23. Triple C. 5-0.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Breeze to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Following the interception, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Winston to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
Here's Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Don't throw this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance